Hi guys, another day, another car crash interview involving a Tory MP trying to sell the public the idea that it's better to stick with Sunak than risk a Labour government. The attack line is quite simple. Vote Conservative to have low taxes and a booming economy. Everything else will result in failure. Operation Ignore Austerity, Ignore Brexit and Ignore Liz Truss. Now Bim Afolami, who's defending a majority of just under 7,000, completely fell apart when a very simple fact was raised.
The choice now is, what future do people want? Do they want a lower tax, higher growth, more dynamic future of the Conservative Party, which means you have a thriving economy to pay for the public services that we all want and support? Or do we want a high tax, low growth, union-dominated future with Labour that hasn't really changed and a leader who flip-flops all over the place? Now, that is going to be the choice before the British people.
Well, it's interesting that you're pitching yourself as the low-tax party when taxes are at their highest level for 70 years.
Well, what I also said was that we had to spend hundreds of £billions supporting the country during COVID.
It's pathetic. It's like, the pandemic, war in Ukraine. Let me find my talking points. It's pathetic. These people are trying to defend 14 years of austerity, Liz Truss, Brexit, and all they have is, don't vote for the other party because they'll increase your taxes, even though we have, and they're at the highest level in 70 years. Don't vote for the other party because it will be chaos. Liz Truss, Boris Johnson. Don't vote for the other party because it's going to result in low growth. Brexit. I believe this guy is a Brexiteer as well. What they have nothing left to run on, apart from, well, it's a choice between sound government, low taxes and high growth, and the Labour Party. And none of these things fit the reality doesn't fit the narrative, or the narrative doesn't fit reality. It's running on lies. Lies got Boris Johnson into power. Lies got Brexit over the line. Lies got us an 80-seat majority. Let's continue with the lies. Now, when it comes to the highest taxes in 70 years, why is that the case? Because so much money has been handed over to the private sector, be it in the NHS or be it in housing, which has resulted in the government playing catch-up with the private sector, continuing to spend more because it's more expensive to rely on the private sector, be it in housing or be it in the NHS or public services. Public services have been gutted. And he's saying, well, if you want public services, you need a strong economy. You can't have a strong economy if you don't have workers. You can't have a strong economy if you have imposed economic sanctions on yourself. It's insane. But they're trying to say, we are the party of sound government. Liz Truss. We're the party of growing the economy. Brexit. None of these things make any sense. But they can't actually run on their record, because as soon as the record is scrutinised, they fall apart. Like, these MPs obviously are given talking points by number 10. Go out on front of the cameras and say X, Y, and Z. But as soon as X, Y, and Z is scrutinised even slightly, you can see it all falls apart. A bit like Rishi Sunak's entire campaign so far. We're less than a week in, and it's already falling apart. We've seen MPs, senior MPs like Michael Gove say, I've had enough, I'm going. Obviously, because he's likely to lose his seat. He would have lost his seat, and that'd be embarrassing. So he wants to save himself. This is Michael Gove we're talking about. He doesn't give a crap about the country or about his party. It's all about him. And so many others. And what's so funny about this as well is some of the more senior ones that have abandoned ship recently are Brexiteers. The same Brexiteers who said, if you vote for Labour, they're going to undo Brexit. And now they're running away, which obviously means either they're lying about Labour undoing Brexit, or they just don't give a crap. Which is it? They keep saying we need to defend Brexit, but I'm going to run away from the fight. So, as I said in other videos, this is going to be a very interesting 6 weeks. Let me know in the comment section, guys, what you think. As always, your comments are greatly appreciated. Thanks a lot.